Coconut water, once used as an IV fluid. Uses and precautions. Dear friends, coconut water has long been a favorite beverage, especially on hot summer days. It is rich in carbohydrates and electrolytes such as potassium, sodium, and magnesium. Because of this, many people believe that coconut water can help prevent and even treat dehydration. But how true is this belief? What real benefits does coconut water bring, and what should we keep in mind when consuming it? Let's explore together with KT Nyan in today's program. Where does coconut water come from? Coconut water is found inside the fruit itself, a special product of a natural water filtration system created by the coconut tree. It all begins with rainwater seeping into the soil, dissolving minerals and trace elements. The coconut tree's roots, which can spread up to 30 meters around, absorb this water and transport it upward through a network of tiny vessels called xylem, much like the blood vessels of the plant. As the leaves release water vapor, a pulling force is created, drawing more water upward from the roots. But the tree doesn't just move water. Along the way, it enriches it with essential nutrients like potassium, calcium, and magnesium through another transport system called the phloem. When the tree begins forming a young coconut, a small cavity develops inside the fruit, carefully protected by layers of fiber and a hard shell. Into this cavity, the tree delivers purified water, what we know as coconut water. It is naturally sterile, crystal clear, and rich in electrolytes. In fact, it can be thought of as the amniotic fluid of the coconut, nourishing the white flesh as it develops. As the coconut matures, some of this water gradually transforms into coconut meat. To produce just 1 liter of coconut water, the tree must filter many liters of soil water. The composition of coconut water. Coconut water is a clear, refreshing liquid found inside coconuts. As the fruit matures, this liquid is gradually replaced by coconut meat and air. Young coconuts contain only a thin, soft, almost translucent layer of flesh, making the water inside especially abundant and prized as a drink. Coconut water is widely consumed in tropical countries, particularly across Southeast Asia, the Pacific Islands, and the Caribbean. It is a natural beverage, free of fat, low in calories, and rich in minerals. Because of its electrolyte content, fresh coconut water can serve as a natural rehydration drink in cases of dehydration. Remarkably, in certain situations, coconut water has also been used as an intravenous IV fluid substitute when medical saline solutions were not available. Nutritional content. Coconut water is made up primarily of water, 95.5% nitrogen, 0.05% phosphoric acid, 0.56% potassium, 0.25% calcium oxide, magnesium oxide, and iron. Trace amounts. Vitamins B3, B5, B2, small amounts of B1, B6, and vitamin Chow. Coconut water was used as fluid in rare emergency situations, especially during wartime. Coconut water was used as a substitute for IV fluids. Its composition is similar to plasma, containing a good balance of electrolytes and having an osmotic pressure close to that of human blood. This made it possible, at least temporarily, to use it for rehydration when standard medical solutions were unavailable. The coconuts selected for this purpose had to be carefully chosen, not too old and not too young, with soft, tender flesh, and clear water free of excess oil, acidity, or particles that might block the foreline. They were typically harvested from trees growing in clean, open environments, away from sources of contamination such as livestock pens or garbage dumps. The task of selecting the right coconuts was often entrusted to experienced physicians or local people familiar with coconut quality. How coconut water was administered as IV fluid in the past. When coconut water was used as an intravenous fluid, a sterile needle was inserted into the soft spot near the coconut stem to draw the water directly into an IV bottle. The fruit was never chopped open with a knife to collect a liquid, as this could introduce contamination. After the water was extracted, the coconut had to be split open for inspection. If the coconut meat appeared uneven, with thick and thin patches or any clumps and impurities, the water was deemed unsuitable for intravenous use. Today, with advances in medical science, using coconut water for transfusion is no longer recommended. Modern, sterile, clinically tested IV fluids are far safer and more reliable. The benefits of coconut water. Coconut water is not only refreshing, but also contains cytokinins, compounds believed to promote skin health and brightness. It provides essential energy, boosts immunity, and can support recovery from common conditions such as diarrhea and fever. Many women also favor coconut water for its potential to help reduce oily skin, dehydration from diarrhea. Some studies suggest that coconut water may help prevent dehydration in children with mild diarrhea. However, the evidence is not strong enough to prove that it is more effective than other rehydration drinks in restoring electrolyte balance. Dehydration from exercise. Many athletes drink coconut water after workouts to rehydrate. While it can help restore fluids, research shows it is not significantly more effective than plain water or specialized sports drinks. Some athletes also drink it before exercising in hopes of preventing dehydration. Its light, refreshing taste makes it a pleasant choice, but its superiority in hydration has not been confirmed. Dehydration from fever. Fever is a common condition that can affect anyone. During fever, the body often loses fluids and feels weak. Asterisk coconut water and fever. When someone has a fever, common symptoms include fatigue, loss of appetite, headaches, muscle aches, chills, and especially dehydration. The potassium in coconut water helps the body retain fluids, while vitamin C supports the immune system, aiding faster recovery. For this reason, coconut water can be consumed during fever to replenish fluids and electrolytes lost through fever, vomiting, diarrhea, or excessive sweating. Coconut water and high blood pressure. Some studies suggest that coconut water may help lower blood pressure in people with hypertension. It is considered safe for children, though it should not be consumed in excessive amounts. Can coconut water replace plain water? According to Dr. Nguyen Trung, head of the Adult Nutrition Consultation Department at the National Institute of Nutrition, coconut water cannot replace drinking water. It contains very little energy, no fat, and only small amounts of vitamins and minerals. However, it does provide amino acids and bioactive compounds such as cytokinins and enzymes. In the past, during times of scarcity when oral rehydration solutions or medical care were unavailable, coconut water was sometimes used as a temporary option to restore fluids, but it is not suitable for daily, long-term replacement of plain water. Overconsumption may lead to electrolyte imbalances and impair muscle function. Guidelines for consumption. Adults should treat coconut water as a refreshing beverage, not a staple fluid. For those who drink coconut water daily, such as 1 coconut per day, it is advisable to reduce other fruit intake to avoid exceeding recommended daily fruit consumption, which could otherwise lead to excess calorie and sugar intake. Young coconuts are preferable to mature ones since they contain less sugar, making them friendlier for blood sugar control and weight management. In short, coconut water is best enjoyed as a hydrating, nutritious drink, but not as a replacement for water in the daily diet. Asterisk, how much coconut water is safe to drink? It is generally not recommended to drink more than 1 to 2 coconuts per day. Who should limit coconut water? Individuals with low blood pressure, those recovering from surgery, or people with certain health conditions, such as kidney disease or high potassium levels, should consult a nutritionist or physician before drinking coconut water. In Western countries, coconut water is often recommended for young children and breastfeeding mothers. This is because it contains a compound called monolaurin, which helps strengthen the immune system and protects children from colds, flu, and infections. For children, coconut water offers several benefits: low in calories, cholesterol-free, rich in potassium and dietary fiber, helps reduce constipation and support digestion, helps replace salts lost during diarrhea. However, for infants under 6 months, Parents should always consult a doctor first, as breast milk is the essential and exclusive source of nutrition at that age. For older children, when introducing coconut water, it is best to start with about 50 milliliters for a few days to check for any allergic reactions. If no reaction occurs, coconut water can be included in their diet, but not as a daily drink. A varied diet remains vital for a child's growth. Since young children have small stomachs, drinking too much coconut water could make them feel full and reduce their food intake. How should coconut meat be consumed? Unlike coconut water, coconut meat is energy dense. Just 100 grams provides about 354 kilocalories, mostly from fats and carbohydrates. While it contains a high proportion of saturated fats, these can help raise good HDL cholesterol and lower bad LDL cholesterol in the blood. Coconut meat also provides vitamins and minerals similar to coconut water, with the added benefits of vitamin E, vitamin K, and selenium. However, it should not be eaten daily. Regular overconsumption may increase the risk of weight gain, obesity, and metabolic disorders. Because of its high fat and fiber content, excessive intake may also cause bloating and digestive discomfort. It is best consumed only once or twice a week. Who should limit coconut meat? People with weak digestion or poor